Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. And now I'm taking a look at the ZX Spectrum version of Cisco Heat, released in 1991, published by Imageworks and programmed by Moonstone Computing and produced by ICE Software. It's based on the Jaleco arcade game of the same name. Now, anyone who's a follower of my channel will know that not so long ago I reviewed the Commodore 64 version and it was truly horrific. I mean, it actually looked more like it was a very poorly animated flick book. Now, this seems to have the same music playing in the background. So what's basically the case is that basically San Francisco's had some of its roads cordoned off for an annual police car race, and you're one of the police cars, and you're the one that's red. Part of me is wondering whether it's going to wish that they hadn't used a different colour for the car you control, because I can see rather a lot of colour clash happening. I mean, there's even a little bit of clash on that car that's just in front of me and slightly off centre to the right there. So, and off we go. So we're on the Golden Gate Bridge. Well, it's noticeably smoother than the Commodore 64 version. Oh God, I wish I spoke too soon. The way the road undulates definitely isn't. I mean, look at that. How am I supposed to see anything? Actually, I'll take that back. Well, it is smoother, but that's not saying much. It's still choppy as hell. And changing gears is still a nightmare. You actually have to press brake and the fire button, because if you just press the fire button, then you just toot your horn. Oh God! I mean, look at that colour clash. Everything's so hideously choppy and jerky. Why did they do the road like that? Why can't it just... I mean, the way it curves is okay, but the way it generally comes towards you is okay, but oh God, I couldn't react to that. It suddenly plonked me right behind that lorry. Right, I've got to turn left here. Oh, that was noticeably easier than it was in the Commodore 64 version. Oh God, the collision detection's all over the place as well. And I noticed that you can actually, the car seems to be transparent. I can actually see right through it at times. See, look, you can actually see the lines through the car. See, like, you can even see the city through the car. I mean, my car must be a ghost. Oh God. Ah, I couldn't avoid that. The problem with everything being so choppy is it's hard to react to everything, because obviously that choppiness is going to adversely affect the controllability of the car, so you have to actually react sooner than you might think. Oh, goodness me. Why couldn't it smoothly undulate? I mean, the Spectrum's more than capable of this. Just look at Chase HQ, which came out about a couple of years before this. The Spectrum version of that had... Hey, where'd that car go? Yeah, Spectrum version of Chase HQ had very smoothly undulating roads with out of time. Yeah, let's try that again. Yeah, this isn't great. I can't believe it's got a horn feature in it. I mean, you just toot your horn and cars in front of you get out of the way. Unless, of course, you can't actually see them because everything's so choppy. And see, look how choppy it was. That lorry just suddenly came out of nowhere and I had no chance of avoiding it. Oh, God, I hate the collision detection in this. Oh, God. They shouldn't have had the car a different colour. The colour clash is terrible. Ugh. Okay, maybe it's not terrible. It's not Kung Fu Master terrible, but look how much it's clashing. And that music's getting on my nerves as well. This only came out on the 128k Spectrum. It never came out on the 48k, and there's certainly no way a 16k Spectrum would have been able to fit all this in. Oh, see, I couldn't even see that car until it was too late. And because everything's so choppy, I can't respond quickly enough to be able to avoid it at the best of times. Oh, God. Why did they do the road like this? Ugh. Oh, I nearly bumped into a tram then. See, look, that bus just suddenly appeared, and because everything's so choppy, it doesn't smoothly come towards you. Oh, turn right here. Fisherman's Wharf. Oh, this is so hideously ugly. Ooh, I made it. Ooh, I was one of only 4 cars that made it in by the looks of things. Right. So you've got different colours, that's something. Proceed to Union Square, code red. It's so annoying having to press brake or hold down brake while you change gears. That really doesn't work very well. Look how badly drawn the sort of roadside details are. I mean, it probably would have been bearable if it was running really quickly and smoothly, but the things don't come towards you smoothly. Everything's really choppy. Oh, God. I must have been going too fast for that corner. Oh, see, look, I couldn't start turning to the left in time when it suddenly switched from a right to left bend because everything's so choppy. I don't know when I'm supposed to react. Oh, God, again. Because nothing comes towards you smoothly in this game. What? I didn't hit. I didn't hit anything there. Oh, God. This isn't great. This embarrasses even the Spectrum. See, look, everything's so choppy that you can't tell what's going on whenever there are hills involved. Oh, God. Blooming Jaleco bus, get out of my way. Turn, you dinkler. Oh, I managed to actually, managed to actually avoid something that was in the middle of that was heading sideways onto the junction. Oh, God. Oh, again, a tram that just suddenly comes out of nowhere because everything's so jerky. Sometimes you can't even see whether you need to turn left or right quickly enough because everything's so choppy. Oh, I did it again. Ooh, only 3 finished that time. Right. Yeah. I'm not really enjoying this. It is better than the woeful Commodore 64 version, but that's not really saying much. It's well, again, I didn't look like I crashed into anything there. Why did they have to do the hills like this? I'm sure I drove straight through that car. It tells you near the top middle of the screen which gear you're in, so at least it tells you what gear you're in. Yeah. This isn't exactly the most fascinating driving slash racing game I've played. God, that colour clash. I mean, when they had the car a different colour in WEC Le Mans, that wasn't so bad because there wasn't so much detail on the road. But when there's as much as this, it does have very noticeable bleed. I didn't even touch that again. Bad hit detection. Yeah. Oh, again, I couldn't respond in time because of how choppy everything is. I'm sorry, I know I keep harping on about that, but you can actually see for yourself how jerky it is, and it makes it incredibly difficult to react to things in time because you have to do it a lot sooner than you might think. Otherwise, you'll just crash headlong into everything, especially as the collision detection's bad. Oh, I'm not playing that anymore. Out of time. Yeah. So that's Cisco Heat for the ZX Spectrum 128K. Rather middling effort, if the truth be told. The Spectrum's got far better car racing games than this out there. So, I mean, 2 years earlier there was the masterpiece that's Chase HQ. So if you've played that, you definitely wouldn't want to play this. It's not even close to as much fun as that is. Even WC Le Mans is better than this, and that doesn't even have the junctions and the turns left and right that you have to do. And the frame rate is a lot better and a lot smoother, and it does smooth undulations of roads. Graphics. What's in the background is not too bad, but the cars well, certainly the car you control is clearly see-through, which isn't ideal, and for some reason they prompt to make your car red when everything else has a black colour, which unfortunately causes some pretty bad colour clash at times. And the way everything's animated, particularly on hills, is incredibly jerky, and it impacts adversely on gameplay, which I'll get to later. Sound. Well, apart from the crashing sounds, there's just that irritating tune that endlessly loops in the background. There's no engine noise whatsoever. Gameplay. Well, as I said, the overall jerkiness of the experience makes the game rather unplayable. It's not helped by the fact that hit detection is rather bad as well. The whole experience is just unsightly at the best of times, and The fact you can crash into to seemingly nothing because you, especially if you're going up a really steep hill like you saw at times in the footage, you literally can't see anything that's ahead of you. So you could be crashing into something that literally just appears in front of you for one animation frame, and then suddenly you're reeling in the air, and you're sort of trying to figure out exactly what happened. So no, I can't recommend Cisco Heat on the Spectrum either. It's better than the Commodore 64 version, but I still can't recommend it. It's still not very good. So I'm going to give Cisco Heat on the 128K Spectrum 4 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed that review. Catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.